Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Mike's World. Today we're going to be taking a look at the ONN 7-inch tablet Gen 3. Got this at Walmart. They're $49 a piece, and we're going to take a look at this and see how good it is. Stick around. All right guys, so the tablet Gen 3, this is an ONN 7-inch Android tablet. Got it at Walmart for $49, and let's start out with why I decided to buy one of these. We've had 3 iPads in the house, kids ages 9 and 6. They use them, and we've had an iPad Air. The battery went bad. Had a brand new iPad we bought last Christmas. The charging port, the battery's already dead, doesn't work. And then we have another iPad, the charging port was going out of it. It's only a couple years old. And then we had a cracked screen. Apple, they charge a ridiculous amount of money to fix their tablets. It's just not worth it in my opinion. And so the kids were going without, but yet they use the tablets a lot. They watch YouTube Kids, they get on Google Kids, things like that. So needed to get one. Well, I happened to be at Walmart and I saw a Samsung tablet for about $129. And then all of a sudden I see a separate display, separate from all the other iPads and tablets and things like that. And it was the ONN tablets. They have a 7-inch, an 8-inch, you can get a 10-inch. Start at $49, they go up to $99. And I thought, you know what, $49, I'm gonna pick one of these up, I'm gonna set it up, I'm gonna see if my kids will use it, see what they think about it. So I picked one up, set it up for my 6-year-old with all the safety devices, put the Family Link app on my phone, was able to control it, set nighttime modes. I mean, you could set all this up so that it's perfectly safe for your kids, and that is what I did. So we bought one, and I was so impressed with it, and I thought it worked so well that I bought 2 more. I bought one for my 9-year-old, and I bought one for myself. I'd always kind of wanted an iPad mini, but I was not going to pay the money for it. But for $49, and as good as these things work, I thought, what the heck, I'm going to buy one of these to use for myself. Mainly what I use it for, I watch YouTube, Peacock, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video. I play a few games, I'll check my email, but really what I wanted it for is when the kids take over the big TV watching their shows, I have something I can watch because I kind of got tired of watching on my small phone. So that's what I bought the tablet for. Bought the protective case along with it. It works really well, just slips on. It was cheap, it was like $9. So let's take a look at what this pad has, this tablet, and the features of it, what works, what doesn't work. So first of all, let's take a look at the specs on the tablet Gen 3. It is an Android 11 Go edition. The resolution is not full HD. It's 1024 by 600 resolution. Has 2 gigahertz quad-core processor, 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gig storage with a micro SD slot, so you can expand your storage by another 32 gigs. 10 hours of battery life on a full charge, 2 megapixel front and rear facing camera, and it comes with Google Kids and Entertainment Space and Google Go, Camera Go apps. You get the tablet, you get a AC cable and a USB charging, USB-C cable and a charging brick for it, and then the quick start guide. So again, it is an Android tablet, and 2 gigs of RAM is not a lot. The 2.0 quad-core processor is okay. I will say that using this, so the one little hiccup for my kids is that they play Roblox a lot. And so on their laptop or the Xbox or anywhere else, even the older iPads, worked pretty seamlessly. On this one, just doesn't quite have enough processing power and it lags a little bit. So just keep that in mind. If your kids are heavy gamers on their tablets, this is probably not the best one for you. You might want to go up a little bit. But what I will say this is perfect for is everything else. I mean, I can watch movies on YouTube. I can watch YouTube videos. I can watch any of the streaming apps. It looks great. It sounds great. It has the headphone port, so I can put my headphones in. And yes, I know in this day and age, a lot of people use Bluetooth. I do have Bluetooth headsets. I've connected them. The problem with Bluetooth is that at least the nice Sony Bluetooth headsets that I have don't really last all that long. And so about 2 to 3 hours, they're going dead. And so if you have a hardwire headphone, you're not going where you're just sitting there. You plug it in, it's going to work for as long as the pad or the tablet is working. So I really like that. It's nice that it has the expansion port. You can put a micro SD card in there and get yourself extra storage space. There's a lot to like about this tablet. And for $49, I mean, come on. I got 3 tablets for less than what they would charge me to fix the screen on a broken iPad, let alone the charge ports and everything else that's gone wrong. And really the price of iPads, they're way overpriced in my opinion. I mean, honestly, these things are excellent. The ONN brand, my son has an ONN smart TV in his bedroom and it works flawlessly. We've had it about 4 years now and it has been great. There's been no problems with it. So overall, I really like it, but let's go into what it has. Let me show you the screen, how Android operates, and just you can take a look yourself for how some of the apps work, and you can see some of the apps I'm using. In addition, I will say, I'm going to add this, there will be an extra video I'll put up later, but I hooked up an external camera, actually the camera you're watching right now that I'm shooting this with, a Canon Vixia R80. I hooked it up to this pad using a USB-C to USB female to an HDMI capture card to an HDMI cable that goes to the camera. Use the USB Camera Pro app, which is from China. It looks sketchy, but actually it works really well. It's $5.49 to buy the app. And you can actually hook an external camera into your pad and you can use this as an encoder. You can set up the app, put a stream to YouTube or Facebook or anywhere else, and you can just, you know, I bought a mount because this works so well when I set it up. So I'm going to get a mount that goes on here. This will go on top of my camera. I can plug it in, and this works as an encoder, a $49 encoder. Streams to YouTube perfectly, no lag. I'll put a link at the bottom, a little test footage of my kid who was watching the show Alf, but I did a live stream test with this camera. It is low light, so keep that in mind, the quality. But it works really well for that. So I couldn't believe, I really didn't expect the video card in this to work well enough for that to work. I thought I was going to need a much more powerful tablet, bigger processor to be able to handle a live stream like that. But surprisingly, this worked great. And this case, this thin case that I bought with it, you know, here's the box for it. It was like $9. I mean, these are great. Now my 6-year-old, I bought a nice big thicker rubber one with a handle because he tends to drop and throw his tablets a lot. But this thin little one I like. The only thing to keep in mind is up here by the headphone port, right beside here is where the micro USB is. You can see that here in this picture. With the case on, that's covered up. So you have to take the tablet out of the case to be able to get to that micro SD card slot. Everything else, the only other little thing about the design that I don't like is right here on the side, which you can also see here in this picture, is you have your volume up and down, but you have your off switch right below it. And so it's, you know, with an iPad, it's different, it's above. And so what I've caught myself doing a few times is I go to volume up or down, and when I think I'm hitting down, I'm actually hitting that button. I turn the pad off. I'm like, oh, dang it, I got to log in again, continue watching my show. So that's one thing that's hard to get used to. I will get used to it eventually. I took a couple pictures with this thing, 2 megapixel camera. It's not bad. I mean, you know, cameras could be better, but honestly, for $49, what do you expect? I mean, so this is the ONN Surf 7-inch tablet. Like I said, you can buy an 8-inch for I think $69, and then you can get a 10-inch for $99. So these are very, very inexpensive. And if you like having a tablet, and this to me, the perfect size. The big iPads are too big. You can't handle them real good. This fits perfectly in your hand. And if you're sitting there watching a show or watching TV, you know, or streaming an app or something, I love it. I think it's perfect. So let's dive into the screen. We'll screen record as I'm recording here so that you can see everything that's going on the tablet. I cannot go through everything. It would take 3 to 4 hours to go through every single function of this tablet, but I'm going to show you the basics. I'm going to show you how it operates. You can see it for yourself, and then you guys can decide if you want to go out and get one of these tablets. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so I'm screen recording right now. Here's the screen. Top right, you have your battery. You have your Wi-Fi. It shows I'm recording. Left, top left, you have the time. And then down here on the right, you have your back button. Your circle button would get you to the home screen, and your square button, which will get you to any open apps. and you can close those, which I'll show you in a second. Swipe down, you'll show them screen recording. You have across the top quick access to airplane mode, Wi-Fi. Scroll down again. You have access to all the other functions quickly, and you can scroll across like that. Scroll back up, shows them still screen recording. And then if you want to get into the settings, down here at the bottom right, you have a settings. I'll go into the settings right here, and then you have your network. You can go here, set up your Wi-Fi, your airplane mode, tethering, all that kind of stuff is right there. You can go to apps here and go to see all apps. This is where you can see the apps. You can force them to stop. You can delete them. You also have, if we go back, battery, display, you can change your sounds, your storage. This is where you can tell it where you want to save stuff at, whether it's the internal hard drive, 32 gig, or an external micro SD card. Location, security, accounts, all that stuff is right here. That's where your settings are. At the bottom, like I said, the circle button will take you home. The square button will show you what is running in the background, and you can swipe up to clear it out. And so you have some other apps here. If I swipe this is the home screen right here with the apps that, that I like to keep and I use a lot. But if I swipe up from the bottom, now I have access to every app that is on my tablet that I've installed. And swipe down again, goes back to the home screen. Play Store. Play Store is what essentially is like on an iPad is iTunes or the App Store. And just about every app you can think of that's available in the App Store is available on Google Play. Now, one drawback to going from an Apple iPad to a tablet like this is you're going to have to re-download your apps. And if you've purchased any apps, you would have to repurchase those through the Play Store. So migrating to a tablet, an Android tablet from an iPad is not seamless. It's going to take a little bit of effort. You're going to have to set some things up. Another difference here, you'll see you have an app called Power Director, but I'm not going to click on that right now. That is a very useful video editor on a tablet, but it's only available through Android. On your iPad, you probably have iMovie. iMovie is very basic. It's easy to use, but it is basic. Power Director, you can use green screen. You can do a whole lot of things with Power Director. Like I said, I have Disney, Peacock, Prime Video, YouTube, which I watch a lot. And then this USB camera app that's at the top, that is how I can connect an external camera to this tablet and then use this tablet as an encoder to stream to YouTube. And so I'm going to go to YouTube real quick. I'm going to open the app. Hoping my screen record does not stop while I do this. I'm going to go to My Videos. Now I cannot go full screen mode with videos while I'm screen recording. It will shut off the screen record. But this is the test that I did. And this is actually, now an ad's going to play. We'll skip that as soon as I get a chance. But this is a screen, or this is a live stream that I did using the Canon Vixia R80 attached to this tablet, live stream to YouTube. And so my kid's sitting there on the floor watching Alf. I move the camera around here in a minute. But for a quick, seamless streaming, this is excellent. And so you can go all through here. I'm not going to leave this going. I'm going to close this. If I swipe down and hit the X, I can close it. Still shows I'm screen recording. And so if I wanted to close the app, I hit the square button and I swipe up, or I hit the circle and go straight to the home screen, and I can leave that running in the background. Like I said, really, if you're a big gamer and you're using games that are kind of heavy on the processor and heavy on the graphics, you might want to step up to a better tablet. But as far as this goes with the Android, I mean, it has everything here you could want. I use DuckDuckGo as my default browser instead of Chrome. What it does is it closes out all cookies and it deletes your history when you close the app. So from here, I do my search, do whatever. But when I close this like that, it has just deleted my search history and everything. So that's really good using DuckDuckGo. None of these apps that I'm mentioning or anything, I'm not sponsored by anybody, and I paid for this tablet myself. So all of this is, my money in this is truly my review. And the reality was I didn't buy this tablet thinking I was going to do a review. I bought this tablet just to use it, but really it was so good that I just had to show everybody. So I wanted to share that with everyone. So again, the ONN 7-inch tablet Gen 3, got it at Walmart, $49. I highly recommend it. I mean, if you're, especially if watching videos is your main thing, if that's what you want to do, or any other light type of work, this tablet's going to do everything you need it to do. It's a great tablet. The apps don't take up that much space, surprisingly. Like I said before, though, if you are gaming and you're a heavy gamer on your tablet, you're going to want something with a faster processor, maybe more RAM. But that's my review. That's a quick overview of this tablet. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please like the video if you haven't liked it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think if you have one of these, or if not. You can pick one of these up at a link in the description. I would appreciate it if you bought it through the link. Again, just a great tablet, and I hope you guys get one. I hope you enjoy it. And that's all I have for this episode of Mike's World. Check us out. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You know every time we upload a new video. Guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.